Nigga! Time to change it up and get your mojo back.
Visit the ticket office for more information. The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Don't forget, Bulls fans, coming up next is Rally Towel Day. Come to the game, bring your family and friends, and help be the sixth man for your Bulls with your Rally Towel.
Just for my folks to make sure to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine if you
Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United Center, the Hawks taking on the Bulls. For Atlanta, they're halfway through the season and need to pick it up if they want to end strong. Is time on their side? Bulls, Hawks, tip-off coming up next. Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. DeAndre Hunter out there with Okongwu. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, Reynolds is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Terrell in at the one. A very interesting dynamic to this one. It's the final game of the group stage of the NBA Cup, with only one of these teams having a chance to move on.
But it doesn't lessen the motivation for either side, right? This game counts in the regular season standings just as much as it does in the Cup. So both teams are gunning for the victory. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Hunter, no one around him. No good from outside. Now the Bulls with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Reynolds passes to Terrell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Reza Shea. His last outing with 20 points. That one from long range.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off the shot.
Down low, Robinson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
and they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Now, here is Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. And it's Risacher missing. Here's Buzelis. Over in the corner, Dosumu. Pass to Terrell. There's a screen by Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Robinson with the jam.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
The Hawks trail by 3. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young looking around, and he hits it to tie the game up.
When Trae Young's running the pick and roll, you just expect good things to happen.
And that one, good. And it's 6 points for the franchise.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Risacher. Back to Young. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Robinson a screen on Hunter. Here's Terrell, covered by Hunter.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so here's Atlanta. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Young for 3, and Reynolds pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He just could not put it together in that loss to Orlando. That's tipped. Young with the ball. Now defended by Terrell. And that one's good. Hunter. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Terrell. 10 points for him. Fires from the line. To the wing on the left. Here's Buzelis. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Hunter. 29 points for him last game against Orlando.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference maker.
Here's Risacher. 6-point game. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Number 1, Jalen Johnson.
Here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Bulls have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Terrell. Okongwu grabs the board.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
To the paint. Some solid defense from Robinson. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Terrell. Okongwu grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here's Young from the arc. Can't hit that one.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, the franchise in the last game against the Pistons was superb on the floor. He ended up with 43 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Here's Terrell. Basket counts. Terrell's got 12.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Trae Young.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Nothing on the board. Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him? Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Smith comes in for Reynolds. Zach LaVine's checked in for Bruce Ellis. And the franchise is subbed in for Dosunmu. Terrell misses.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Johnson left side. The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
Still working on his three-point shot. There, Johnson confidently sinks it.
Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here is Oakley after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Outside Oakley. Pass to Hunter. Here's Roddy. Just 5 on the clock. Oakley. From outside, off the mark. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Chalk up 2 there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
From 12 feet out, Johnson can't get it to go. White left side. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Hunter. Williams is out there with Johnson. Then there's Price. And it's Roddy in at point. Now, here's Hunter after the miss from Terrell. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Last outing for Atlanta, it was a loss to the Magic. Gets that one to fall. That's his sixth field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Johnson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got 7 points.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
And stolen by Hunter. Roddy the pass to Johnson. The kick out to Williams. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
That's good by Terrell. 16 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Roddy the pass to Hunter. They set the pick. On the wing, Johnson. Price outside. Hunter for three. Rebound by Smith.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Terrell. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And there's the foul. It's on the franchise. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Roddy, covered by Terrell. Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Hunter over Levine. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Here's Terrell. He's got 16. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Winslow's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Price. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Terrell. Hunter, the pass to Roddy. Stolen by Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's White. Hunter with some nice defense. The Hawks trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Williams, and the turnover again by Atlanta. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Robinson's checked in for the Bulls. Bruce Ellis comes in for Justice Winslow. Chicago grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Williams against Robinson. Oakley passes to Williams. From beyond the arc. The Hawks again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 9. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And Atlanta has possession. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Johnson right side. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right the pass to Terrell. Robinson a screen on Oak. Here's Terrell. Hits the target from 18 feet. Terrell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Back to Oakley. Nobody near Williams. Off target from three-point range. Bulls leading by 14. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Terrell. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel is not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Young with the ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Looking to end the run. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 7 points.
Well, Trae Young is a tremendous outside shooter with almost limitless range.
Here's the screen. Reynolds passes to Robinson. Here's Terrell. Robinson a screen on Young. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Roddy. Still yet to score. Young for 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Driving to the basket.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Johnson in the corner. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Terrell. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, he tried to adjust, but he got smothered. Good defense.
Here's Roddy, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Young pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. is checked in for White. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 13. Here's Young. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Hunter after the made shot from Terrell. Young, right side. Count that one. Young's got 12 points in the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Bogdanovich dishes to Hunter. Young with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 11 points in the quarter.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Terrell, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Hunter, back to Young. From past the arc, it's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Terrell misses. The Hawks trail by 9. Young in the corner. A floater, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent shot.
Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot. Well, that's a gut punch to hit to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You've been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
The Hawks trail by 9. They've got Dosumu. Reynolds is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Robinson, and it's Terrell in at the 1. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Rizashe, defended by Dosumu. Pass to Rizashe. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young from outside. It's all in by the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Dosumu, the pass to Terrell. Puts it up from 15. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Young. The tray. It's all in by the Bulls. Terrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Doesn't go for him.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Young outside for 3. Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
For 3.
Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Pass to Hunter. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Young.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Bulls leading by 7.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Terrell.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Okongwu. Hunter with it. Now Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Here's Okongwu. And another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside, Bogdanovich. Out to the wing. Okongwu a screen. Now Reza Shea. He's got 5 over Buzelis. Atlanta again missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
All sorts of time, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The 3 ball, and Reza Shea, the bucket on the assist from Young. Reza Shea has got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Terrell, defended by Young. Terrell, the pass to Reynolds. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Reynolds has got 7 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Inside, Terrell. The layup missed. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. Pass to Okongwu. Bogdanovich with it. This one for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 5 rebounds tonight, and he drives in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Pass to Reza Shea. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And here's Young. 23 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 11. Reza Shea with it. He's got 11. Pass to Bogdanovich. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Right wing. Here's Terrell. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Young. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Okongwu.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Levine, a screen on Young. Kick out to Levine. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Terrell offline with his three.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Bogdanovich passes to Roddy. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Here's Terrell. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the middle. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Terrell. Pass to Buzelis. Young with the steal. Terrell pulls it in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To get open is Robinson. That's good by Terrell. Terrell's got 43 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
It's all in by the Bulls.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And they pick up two.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Johnson outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. There's the three. Over to the wing. Fires the three. They get it back. Okongwu kicks to Young. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, he is such a confident shooter. Young just taking what the defense gives him there.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So for the Bulls, Mo Wagner's checked in for Robinson. And here's Price. He brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 9 points. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Price. And it's Roddy in at the 2. Price, the pass to Johnson. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Terrell. Here's the screen. An easy 2 points on the layup. Terrell's got 47 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Body the pass to Williams. Now here's Price. And Johnson now top of the key. Williams kicks to Johnson to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Price drains the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Got a hand on it. Johnson with it. He's picked up by White. Roddy. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
The Hawks trail by 5. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, easy call.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hawks?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Price passes to Williams. Here's Roddy. Pass to Price. Williams, a screen on White. And here's Price for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Terrell. There's a good screen. Lobs it up for Levine. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's how you finish off the alley-oop. Levine just explodes off the floor to hammer it down.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Price outside. Pass to Roddy. Williams kicks to Johnson. Connects from three-point range.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Buzelis is checked in for Mo Wagner. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Terrell, the pass to White. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Young outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And the Hawks making a change here. Roddy's checked in. Here's Terrell, defended by Young. Here's Buzelis. Here's Terrell. Rebound by Williams. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-5 run. And there's the foul. It's on the franchise. That's his third foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ricochet. And it's Young at the elbow. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Chicago leading. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. That's good by Terrell.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Ricochet. Back to Young. Now Okongwu. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Chicago ball.
The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Terrell. Pass to Buzelis. In the corner, it's Levine. Here's Terrell. 6 to shoot. Here's Buzelis. No good on the 3.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really hard.
Rizachet with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul.
He's off on the first. Chicago making some changes. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Smith. And it's Dosunmu in for White. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Now, he begged his players to keep it simple out there. Told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David. Robinson, a screen on Young. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter for the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Terrell's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. In the corner, it's Levine. Beyond the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
Well, this is what good play calls do. They get your best scorers, like Levine, room to operate.
Young outside. Now Rizachet. Okongwu with a screen on Levine. Here's Rizachet. Outside Bogdanovich. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Hawks trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Can they get it? Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Terrell, the pass to Dosunmu. Launches it. And the 3-ball is good. Dosunmu's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Young outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. They get it again. Pass to Dosunmu. There's the pick. And stolen by Hunter. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Reynolds is checked in for the Bulls.
Number 29.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's Terrell. Into the lane. Pass to Buzelis. And the Bulls with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Terrell. Off target from outside. Bogdanovich left side. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Robinson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Reynolds passes to Terrell. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Buzelis with the ball. He can't get that one to fall. The Hawks trail by 10. Now Rizashea. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Young, right side. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Young's got 33 points.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Chicago leading by 10. Here's Terrell. Puts up a deep three. Lets it go from deep. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Here's Reynolds. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Terrell misses. The Hawks trail by 10. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to Terrell. Drills it from outside. Terrell's got 57 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Steps back and shoots. Doesn't go that time. Bulls leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the franchise.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double.
And yet, another basket.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Raleigh is tied for the fourth most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. And Young kicks to Hunter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Reynolds passes to Terrell. From outside the arc, the shot misses. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.